Happy Monday! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's another Monday. I swear they just keep flying by. And it's August, which is so crazy. August 5th already. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Whose goal this month is to be Success Club 6 by the 6th? That was my goal. I just crushed that yesterday. But being able, like we say, to be on the offense is always so much better than being on the defense trying to hit Success Club the last day of the month, right? All right, make sure we're all muted. Jump on. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to get started with some recognition because I know we have some people from different teams on here. I'll go through super quickly, and then I'll get into the meat of the call, which today we'll be talking about just how to make your Instagram more pleasing, how to get better lighting, how to make your page look like those Instagram models, right? Because that's what we all want. We all want our storefront to look the best that we possibly can. So that's something we all can work on. Woo! Hello, everyone. All right, so I'm going to share my screen really quickly, go through our recognition super fast, and then we'll get into the meat. So I know I'm sitting on the ground for everyone asking. Yes, I moved into my place. It is really rough, but we're getting through, and it's going to be okay. So here's our August leaderboard so far. Sarah's on the board, helping One Life so far, and I hit Success Club 6. We have added 4 new coaches to the Mad Empire in this last week, 2 being from Sarah, which is huge, huge, huge goal. She's crushing it. Our top PV producer is Nick, and then top life changer was me this week, and then coach of the week this week is Tori, and I put 2 R's in your name on accident. I just wanted to shout you out, babe. I think it's really exciting when you become vulnerable and you lean into that vulnerability in your posts and what you're sharing because, yeah, sometimes we go through seasons of our life where we fall back into old habits or maybe we gain some weight back that we lost. But the best part is that she jumped back in. She regained Emerald. She helped us go 1 star. And she's doing all these things to make her business go forward instead of, reminiscing on, oh, dang, I lost all that weight. I gained it back, and she just dropped out. She didn't do that. She showed back up, and so that's why she's our coach of the week this week. So proud of you. All right, announcements. And I swear this S will be put up here by next week because it's pissing me off. Next boot camp. Everyone in the chat right now, put the date of your next boot camp. If you do not know, make up a date right now, but you need to have a date to the boot camp you are running this month of August. You cannot go into this business free-falling without a marketing plan. You have to have the date right now, right here. So put it in the chat. Let's see it. Open up the chat. The 19th, the 28th, sweet. Yes, I need to see more. There's more people on this call. What is the date of your boot camp? Because what are you inviting to every single day, which is one of the vital behaviors if we do not have a date? Good, 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 good. Awesome. So mine is, my prep week is August 19th. Start date is the 26th. I chose that date just based on everyone's going to basically be done with traveling. Everyone's going back to school and all those things by the end of the month. So hopefully it's a less stressful time if they miss the first start of MM100. But use the energy of this new program and push forward into this. And that's why I like to say 100 days to diamond. So there are seasons of our life where we're hustling and we need to make things happen. And there's seasons where you're just kind of like, going through between launches and stuff. But right now is freaking hustle season, guys. Hustle season. You do not want to be hustling during the holidays. It is tough and it takes away from your family, and that's the last thing you want. So hustle now because it's going to pay you forward in the future. Trust me. And so I wanted to say our team retreat really quickly. When we hit elite, all diamonds are going to Disney. So it's like our dash to Disney basically. And that just means when you hit diamond, you get to lock in that trip to Disney. So why would you not? Like the things I would do for a ticket to Disneyland, I don't even want to say because they're probably not very humane. But what I would do to get there, and I don't know about you guys, but that's something that very much incentivizes me. So if I were you, I would dash your booty there, 100 days to diamond, do it with your program and get results and push your business to diamond, right? So that higher the energy, the better. If you missed, we have 3 more promo codes this month that you get access to. And then congrats to Sarah on being our first diamond mentee. And I like to put her just little tracker up here. So if you're new to coaching or you're like, what does a diamond even mean? Basically, so here's Sarah. Her goal is by the end of the month, September 1st, she wakes up as
I don't have any now.
Uh-oh. Okay. And so she has a left leg and a right leg like we can see on here. She has 3 coaches on each, so she needs 2 more to get her 8, and then an emerald on one leg and an emerald on the other leg. If you want to hit the first rank in the business, just being an emerald coach, take out all this, and all you need is a coach on each side, something that you can make happen by Wednesday this week, and you can be an emerald coach starting on Thursday. Or if you're already an emerald coach, make this happen again. Go emerald again. Create 2 new coaches on your team this week and push for that goal every single week, and you can hit diamond in a month, you guys. That's how easy it is. All right, so let's get into the meat of our call. Let's better our storefront. Do you guys like go onto Instagram and you see these people that are like sponsored by this and that, and you're like, oh my God, that page looks literally beautiful. Does anyone else do that? Like, how do they do it? So I want you guys to put in the comments right now, just like things that right off the top of your head, it's like, what is the hardest part about posting on social media? What do you struggle with? What parts do you want to be better at? Just so I can have a little idea as I go through this. I have some, obviously I plan the call, but I always want to know what is hard for you guys so I can kind of talk about those things as I go. So I struggle with taking pictures, what to say in the caption, posting every day, captions, content. Okay, storytelling, sweet content, getting people interested, filters, cool, captions. Okay, so I have a lot of this stuff in there. I'll talk a little bit about captions as well, because that's something that's going to develop, you guys. When you start, I did not think I had a story. I am a very lucky individual. My parents helped me pay for college. I never had gone through some struggle. I had gained some weight and I lost some weight, but that story you can only tell so many times, right? So your story is going to develop as you go as a coach, and that's why you can never have an end date of like, well, if I'm not this ranked by this date, I'm quitting. Like, you just can't have that, because you're going to go through this journey no matter what, so you might as well still show up. But you're going to get your story going as you go. And the thing I like to do is look at other people, other coaches. I didn't think I had a story until I would watch Ashley, and I'd be like, oh, wait, I had that too. Oh, I can make that into a caption and a story, and it sparks ideas. It's kind of like in elementary school when you're like writing about like different things for the STAR test. I don't know if you guys had that, but it's like these random thoughts come into your head and then you kind of just roll with it. So perfect. Filters and mixing up. Awesome. Okay. I like to know that before I'm going in. So here's where I started. I became a coach almost 2 years ago, coming October. My page, you would be like, oh, what's wrong with that? You're like, cool, awesome. The thing is, when you look at this, I don't know about you guys, but what I see is like 20 different filters, random pics of food. Like this one's half eaten, and I'm posting it on my social media. This one says Shakeology. This is a bag of Shakeology. What I'm screaming is, I'm a Beachbody coach. Beware, I'm going to ask you and invite you to this opportunity. And I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just trying. And so the thing that I love about this is, one, I was showing up on social media, right? And that's something that I ask all of you guys to do, is be there. Post something, because that's better than nothing. And I'm glad I actually started, but this is my day 1. You cannot compare my day almost 600 something to your day 1. So when you're getting started, posting is better than nothing. And it's only going to get better as you show up. But something that we do need to do is show up with consistency every single day. And so I think one of our problems is when we don't show up every day, we don't know what to post every day, is because we're not creating something out of new day. Like the daily routine is something people want to know about. They want to know how they can incorporate this into their daily routine without taking up a lot of time, right? I mean, it's not like I had this gazillion amounts of time that I was just sitting here, oh, what could I do? Maybe I'll become a Beachbody coach. Like, I did this in my busiest season of life because I needed freedom and I needed some more income. And so making this seem easy and simple is going to help you. Sorry, the chat, I can't see it. It's not going. Okay. It's like making it as simple as possible is the best way to do this. And so that's why you guys can see, oh my God, I thought my selfie light was falling on me. See on here, I made consistency with using the same filter. So it goes from a photo like this to like this. It doesn't seem like this huge change, and I don't want people to be like, oh, she put a filter on everything, that's why she looks the way she does. Like, if you saw me in real life, I want you to be able to recognize me because of the same person you see on social media. And that's what I like to portray. So here I am with my Bioré nose strip, because That's my life. I use facial like things, or here I am jumping, here I am drinking, here I am drinking again, here I am having fun, like doing different things. And I want you guys to have the idea of someone not being like, oh, this is their fitness Instagram. Get that out of your head. This should be your real Instagram. This should be your reel of everything. And that's why I think people struggle, is they're like, I don't know what to post because how many selfies can I post after my workout, right? And that's something we struggle with, is that we're like, okay, how many times can I pose flexing my bicep and think it's going to look cool? You have to get creative. And so the ways I do that is by looking at other people's stuff and getting ideas. Don't copy word for word, or don't copy someone's exact pose every time, but you can get ideas. Also, what I did is I used a quote in the middle of my Instagram to like break it up. And I think I like how it looks. My followers like it because I've done polls. I'm like, hey, I'm kind of sick of it. Should I keep doing the quotes? And they're like, yeah, do the quotes, do the quotes. So my followers like it, but you have to take a poll. Like, I think pictures are 1,000 times more informative and better on your page and aesthetically pleasing than just doing quotes. Some people do like the whole block quote thing, and I think the more pictures the better, because you're portraying something that they can actually see. I also struggle with awkwardness of someone taking a picture in public. You're so funny. Okay. Are those resistance bands right here? Yeah, that's a resistance band. That was your question. But being able to mix it up. If you like this, do it. If you don't like this, don't do it. But you have that freedom to make your page however you want it to look like. When it comes to like the awkwardness of someone taking your picture in public, get a tripod, you guys. Nick thinks I look like I'm in a porn studio because I have a selfie light, a tripod, and an empty bed in this room. And he's like, people are going to think we're like doing some weird shit in here. But I use my tripod every single day. I'm going to link it after, but it was $10 on Amazon. No one has to take my picture. I can retake the photo as many times as I want because it's how I want to do it. I don't care. Maybe I'll spend an extra 10 minutes trying to take the right photo. Like if you guys saw my photo today, it took me 20 photos to get that one, but I can look at it and be like, oh, I want to do this, or I want to try a different workout move, and then freeze it and do the different things like that. So I think getting a tripod really helps with that awkwardness. I know in public it's different, but like this photo is a tripod, this photo is a tripod, this was a friend, this is me, this is a friend, this is a tripod. But always having a transformation or before and after in the first, 3, 6, 9, 12 photos on your grid. So when someone comes to your screen, they should see your before and after every single time. And that doesn't mean it's going to be screaming beach body, but that's going to show them that you're transforming and you're doing something. So if you don't have a transformation, get one, commit to your journey and go for it. But you're going to see changes, even if it's mental. And you can do a photo where it's just like a picture where you don't see a change, but then in your caption, you're explaining like, I physically have only been doing this for 7 days, but the way I feel with Energize or the way I feel with Shakeology has transformed me, in these vitamins that I never thought I needed was something that has completely transformed my life, and blah, 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 blah. Never once did I say Shakeology, or never once did I say Energize. I'm saying superfoods or my nutrition dense shake or my unicorn crack, like using words that intrigue people to be like, okay, what the hell is this unicorn crack? And that creates a conversation rather than putting pictures like this of Shakeology or a bag of Shakeology, because that just shows people, oh, she's Beachbody next. Because people are so quick to like bash MLMs, right? We all have gone through that. People are like, oh, they're not going to work. I'm not even going to go there. But being able to get people intrigued, so when they come here, they don't know I'm just going to try and invite them and get them into my boot camp, right? Okay. So lighting and camera. These are all taken within 15 minutes or 15 seconds of each other in my room after my nap today. So this is me. Lights are completely off. I'm laying in bed. I'm using the front flash camera. It's dark. It's kind of blurry. It's whatever. This might be something you put on your Instagram story, like you're videotaping and you're walking downstairs to go get your Energize. That all goes on your Instagram story, but you don't want that on your feed. That's something that's like, even if I slapped a filter on there, you'd be like, kind of, right? Here, it's natural, it's better light. I'm standing in front of the window, so the light's shining in on me, but I'm still using the selfie camera Mine's also a little bit more blurry because my camera's shattered. So if you have one of those really fancy ones that have the like portrait mode on the thing, maybe it looks different. But this one, I'm using the back camera, which is the best camera on your iPhone, and I'm using a selfie timer, and I'm using the natural light from the window, and it's clear, crisp, looks 1,000 times better than this photo, right? Like, you can't like disagree. Like, this compared to this, total game changer by just using the different camera and finding the lighting in your house. And so if you want help with getting filters, you can do VSCO, which is free. I can share that with you or show you guys that really quick. So what you do is you just go to Pinterest. This is like the kind of the good stuff. Someone's dying at me. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be that funny. But come to Pinterest, and then you can type in VSCO, maybe. I'm not getting married anytime soon. Don't look at all that. VSCO, and then go to presets. And if you type that in, it'll show you. This is a free app. You can go, it's just VSCO. But say you're like, oh my gosh, I love this aesthetic. I love the colors in this. And you just copy down this part of it in the middle. Like the contrast is 1, saturation's 0.5, highlights is 3.5. And you just take a picture of that or save it or whatever. And then when you go to edit your photos in VSCO, you just put all this in and it'll make your photo look like these ones. And so there's so many different ones on here that you can choose from. There are different ideas if you like peachy, if you like blue. But if you're not living by the ocean or you're not always outside, don't pick something that's super bright and sandy and oceany, because that's not going to look the best on your photos. If you're someone that's like, oh, I'm in trees and I like the orangey tones, pick something like that, right? Let me go back to this. I use something from Etsy, which I bought my preset. I think it was $5. Best investment ever. And if you feel like you bought one and you're like, I'm not absolutely loving this one, like I don't love my filter, feel free to change it. You don't have to delete everything before that. Just have the transitional phase. It might look weird for a couple weeks, but it'll go away. And you love what you're putting out, right? You want to love the content you're putting out. All right. So what you can do to increase your following, because really, if you're following the 100 people that our team likes to follow a day, and you're not seeing a huge increase, and like it's not going to happen instantaneously. I think there's a monsoon going on outside. It's not going to happen instantaneously. It's going to happen over time, and like following is going to happen. But if you're not getting anyone to follow you back, sometimes it's because of what your page looks like. And so you kind of have to take like a deep breath and be like, why do you think people aren't following me, but I'm going to go follow that fitness person because I love their page? Take notes. If your page looks like different words and like random things all over, that might be a sign that, okay, maybe I need to like reconsider what I'm doing and tighten it up. So like I said, buy a tripod, maybe a selfie light. I would never have bought this $100 selfie light if I didn't win it in a challenge, you guys. Like there's cheap ones on Amazon that are like 20, 30 bucks. Or make sure you know where the best lighting is in your house. Like if it's in front of a window, or if like you have to go upstairs or wherever it is, find that lighting in your house. And then go do things. Like I said, like everyone goes to work in the morning. Everyone wakes up and works out like on our team, right? Everyone's drinking Energize. Everyone has to go shower. Everyone has to do chores. Everyone has to go to the grocery store. But make something out of it. Make it not so monotonous that you're doing the exact same thing. And no one's going to find that interesting, right? They're like, oh my God, no one wants to watch me go to the grocery store. People want to know what you're buying at the grocery store. People actually do care because they look up to you and like, what is she meal prepping? Let me know. So what you could do is a picture of you holding the bags on a self timer from your tripod. And then you can like do a next photo and have that be what your content is. But I like to have our faces on our page. You don't want every photo to be like food or like lower body or like your face is super zoomed out. Your face should be the center of your page. Like people should know who this page belongs to when they log into your thing. So like I said, do close-ups, take far away photos. Maybe you're sitting down, maybe you're standing up, maybe you're posing, maybe you're doing some fitness move with MM100. There's 1,000 moves that are crucial to this program that are awesome ways to photograph and put on your page. And one way you can do that is doing a live photo. You can like do a live photo and then move the photo thing to which pose you want. Or if you have someone taking a photo of you, you can do a burst and then pick the burst photo that you like. Or make a video and pause it at the video part where you like it. There you go. There's different ways to do that, and if you don't want someone taking a photo of you, but doing some of the community, so not every photo is a selfie, selfie, selfie. Get together with someone in your local area, get to live events, get to your quarterly events, get to Summit. Those things are what's going to make your page better, so it doesn't just see you all the time. They want to see you in this community that you always talk about, but they've never seen. Also with workouts, I tend to not do the first photo when someone logs into my page of a workout. I like to keep those all in my Instagram stories. And then maybe I do like a circuit. Hey, try the circuit training. And I do like first a photo of me like I did with that band one. And then you would slide over and you would see a few different core exercises they can do with a band. So adding value to people, but you don't have to jeopardize what your page looks like from the front. And then how you fail. We're always so quick to be like, oh my God, I don't feel comfortable doing this. I don't know if my caption sounds good. The only way you can fail is if you don't post at all. Like I said, like scroll up. My page is not beautiful. It's not what everyone wants to see, but it's the starting spot. Like I started 2 years ago. Things are going to change and you're going to grow and you're going to pick up on things you like. And you just have to be able to implement them. So once you take from this call or whatever you take from other calls, implement them into what you're doing forward, and you're going to grow forward, and you're going to fail forward, and you're going to find what you like, and it's not going to be perfect the first time you try it. So like I said, how to get better. Find coaches that you love. I love watching Ashley. She's so fun. She is so much part of this, but when you look, okay, maybe because this says Beachbody, but when you look at both these profiles, would you know right off the bat they're Beachbody coaches? I wouldn't. I would be like, dang, she really likes fitness, but she has a fiance, she has a fun crowd, here's her transformation, here's her traveling, here's her transformation again, here's her on the lake. Like these things you would be like, wow, these are really fun people I want to be around. And you want to create that FOMO. Even if you don't think your life is fun, go find something to do. Even go on a walk, go to the pool, go do something so you can share with other people. So here's just different inspirational posts, and find some coaches that you like to follow. You don't have to copy them, but that's one way I grew in the beginning of this business because I didn't know what to post. And I was like, well, if they're being super successful and making 6 figures a year, maybe I should reach up or reach in and listen to what they're saying, because that's going to help me create captions. And that's something that we said is really hard for a lot of us, is creating captions and content. And when you read some of their stuff, you're like, oh, wait, I could write something about that relating to my life. And it just sparks interest, and it sparks photos, and it makes your content better. And then the last thing last thing. So let's get people engaged. And so this is something that I've been doing more and more, especially when I was house hunting. Oh my God, I've never had more people reply to my polls, you guys. And the funny thing is, not one of them is because of fitness. People reply to the polls that aren't about fitness because they're scared you're probably going to send them information or an invite, right? They're like, oh, I don't want to get tied into anything. But if you ask them about, like Ashley did, she's speaking at a huge event, annual conference. They asked me to speak on the main stage in front of 20,000 people at where the Indianapolis Colts play. But can't decide what to speak in. Obviously a fan of the jumpsuit, but pink, leopard, or black. You guys, 6,266 people liked it, and all the comments she got, because people like to share their opinion. People want to know that they're right, they have the best idea, and they want to tell you what it is, even if it doesn't have to revolve around fitness. And that's what I said, this shouldn't have to be like, oh, is this your fitness account? This should be like, oh, wow, what is that outfit? Or first day of school outfit? Or do you drink pre-workout? Ask them if they even drink pre-workout. And then if they do or they don't, you're like, have you tried this all-natural one? And stuff like that. And that sparks a conversation, but it's not like, did you work out today? You're like, okay, cool. They worked out. Awesome. Do you want more details? Yeah, doing those call to actions are really good, but also finding something to engage. When it comes to outfit choices, or when it comes to dinner options, or when it comes to where you want to go on vacation, even if it's a dream vacation, people want to tell you where they've gone and how this is better than this. And when I asked about Punta Cana, oh my God, so many replies. But I asked about, want info on my boot camp? 2 people, right? And I think a lot of us get that. And then we're like, we should just not even do polls. Don't quit because you're not getting replies. Find ways to engage people in your everyday life rather than just Beachbody. Okay, so that's kind of the deets that I had. I'm going to go through the chat and make sure I answer anything. If you guys still have questions, please. Oh, $20 selfie light. Please put them back and you're like, hey, answer this again. My tripod came with a clicker, which is super helpful. Megan's is really cool. Maybe she can link that too. Do you guys need more help with like captions still, you think? Would that be helpful? Because some people are like, how do you just think of this story? The story comes from doing things, but it also comes from like struggle. A lot of my things are either objections that I'm getting from people. So if people are telling me objections like, I don't have enough time. Oh my God. Or time and money are my two favorite ones to go off about in my captions, because first off, I didn't have the time to do this, but I did it so I could create time freedom and explaining that. Or money. It's like, well, I was a college student when I started this too, but it made me, I had to save for a whole month to be able to afford this. But I made my investment back in my first month, and I was able to go on this trip, on this cruise, and bring my boyfriend, all these things that a normal college student wouldn't be able to do. But since I leaned into this opportunity, I was blessed with all this stuff. And just being able to like find objections and then combat them and tell a story is how I make up most of my captions. And I think that's something that we all need to kind of like learn. And then even if you're like, does this sound good? Send it to someone. Send it to your success partner. Send it to me. Whatever you have a question, go ahead and ask. Oh, Sarah's just unmuted. Perfect. All right. Does anyone else have any questions? Poor Nick. Well, we should take a group photo. Thanks for jumping on, Martha. And Martha and team. I hope that was helpful for anyone. And just honestly, the only way you can fail is if you don't post anything, right? I think that's what we've kind of learned. And I think that's what we need to grow on and just go for it. Because the worst thing that happens is you can take the post down, and if you don't like it, or you learn and you grow and you get better, right? All right, let's take a quick photo, and then I'm going to go eat some dinner. All right, everyone smile. 3, 2, 1. Sweet. All right, I will post the replay. If you have any questions at all, shoot me a text, shoot me a message, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Bye.